7 strategies to survive soaring inflation. First off, do not panic. Sure, inflation is high, a 40-year high 9.1% to be precise, and it is likely to stick around for some time to come. No one wants to hear this, but most economists worth their salt say high prices on food, gas, and housing may be around for a while longer. But if you're cutting back on expenses where possible, avoiding excessively overpriced things, and investing regularly, you are one step ahead of the crowd and well on your way to surviving the economic storm. So what is inflation? It is a man-made disaster. Monetary inflation is a price distortion that occurs when money loses value. It's when you find you are spending more on groceries than you're used to. That loaf of bread has not suddenly become more valuable. Rather, it's your money that has lost value. This is Financially Well. Hit the subscribe button you see below and like this video to get the most out of your money. 1. Evaluate your spending habits to eliminate unnecessary expenses. As inflation is making it difficult to stay within budget, take a moment to look at your weekly and monthly spending to see if there is anything you can cut back or eliminate entirely. Are there things that you could temporarily do without? Do you have any monthly subscriptions such as TV and music streaming services that you can eliminate? Are there services that you currently pay for that you can handle, like cutting the lawn and washing your car? Consider doing these for yourself for the time being until prices decline. Reassessing your spending habits might mean eating out less and reducing how much you spend on entertainment. Cutting back on your discretionary spending, even on the smallest expense, can quickly add up to significant savings and is a good way to stretch your dollars. 2. Lower your home's energy consumption. It is no secret that it is rather expensive to keep the lights on, water running, and temperature at a comfortable setting. However, making even minor changes to how you use energy could cut your utility bills by up to 25%. Here are some of the things you can do to lower your energy costs. You could use weather strips to repair drafty doors and windows. You could replace incandescent light bulbs with LEDs. You could lower the thermostat in the winter and raise it in the summer. And you could repair leaky faucets and toilets. Additionally, if you are shopping for a new appliance, look for those that are energy efficient. Some of these are things you can do yourself and keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket. 3. Stop wasting gas. The cost to fill up your tank is without question one budget item where many people are feeling the inflationary squeeze. These days, you will probably spend with somewhere between $60 to $120, probably even more to fill your tank, depending on what you drive. Even though prices have come down a bit from their recent highs, gas is still a significant cost in your budget. Here are 3 simple things everyone can do to extend the mileage you get on each tank. Plan your trips. Instead of making multiple trips to the grocery store each week, make a shopping list of items you need for the entire week and make one big trip. If you have several errands to run, plan your stops as efficiently as possible to save miles and conserve gas. Stop speeding. Reduce your average driving speed by 5 to 10 miles per hour. This can boost your vehicle's fuel economy by up to 14%. Shut off your engine while waiting. A car consumes half a gallon of gas per hour while idling, so turn your car off when waiting in a pickup line or sitting in a parking lot. 4. Get out of debt. Getting rid of your debts frees up cash that you can invest and spend on necessities. It is vitally important you make at least a minimum monthly payment, but paying extra will get you out of debt sooner. Also, be sure you don't incur more debt by using cash and debit to pay for things. One of the most difficult aspects about getting out of debt is figuring out where to begin. Having a system in place can help. Here are 3 approaches to pay off debt to help you get started. Use the Avalanche method. You pay off the loan with the highest interest first. This saves you money by reducing what you pay in interest over the life of the loan. With the Snowball method, you pay off the debt with the smallest balance first and you are motivated to continue because you see progress sooner. Debt consolidation is another method people use to get out of debt. It is worth considering if you can afford to combine the monthly obligation of all of your debt into a single monthly payment. If you're in debt, it is important that you stop adding to the debt. Calculate exactly how much you owe, pay as much money as you can towards it, and remain committed to the goal of getting out of debt. 5. Increase how much you earn. Another way to counter rising costs that are due to inflation is to increase your income. Think about requesting a raise from your employer. What do you have to lose? Or perhaps you already have a hobby or some marketable skills that you can turn into a profitable side hustle. There's no shortage of ways you can put extra cash into your pocket. Look around your house. Do you have unused stuff laying around collecting dust? You can list and sell these items for cash on sites like Etsy and eBay. As the saying goes, one man's trash is another's treasure. 6. Keep building your emergency fund. There is no doubt that paying for your necessities have become more expensive. Notwithstanding, it is still of paramount importance that you build your emergency fund to protect your financial future. The best practice when considering an emergency fund is to have at least 6 months of your salary or monthly living expenses set aside in an emergency saving fund. This is to cover unexpected events such as health problems, unemployment, or home repairs. If the worst happens and you incur an unforeseen expense, it will prevent you from sliding into debt. Start putting aside money for emergencies now if you don't already have a savings. Save as much as you can each paycheck, even if it is not much. You will be surprised how quickly your emergency fund will grow and serve as a buffer protecting you from life's eventualities. 7. Keep investing for the future. In the short term, the Fed will likely get a handle on inflation and rates will return to more normal levels over the next 1.5 to 2 years. Even if it takes a bit longer, your best bet is to stay the course and invest at regular intervals, month after month after month, because investing is your best hedge against inflation. You have time on your side. While there are no guarantees nor certainties, well-diversified investment in broad market indices will grow your wealth over many years and likely outperform inflation. If you are a Gen Z, millennial, or younger member of Gen X, you should not worry about how much inflation will affect the value of your asset in the short term. You should be just fine sticking with your current investment strategy, which is likely to be heavily focused on stocks. As I've said earlier, stocks are a good hedge against inflation because they can generate returns that exceed inflation. If you've gotten value watching this video, hit the subscribe button you see below and like this video to get the most out of your money. And as always, see you next time.